And do you agree with the governor of Florida that this is something that was inevitable, that these states are collapsing based on their own corruption and based on the inability to retain good and productive citizens?
Yes, we've been seeing people vote with their feet for years. That's why we've had the population growth in Florida and, as you said, Texas and Tennessee. In Boca Raton, we've had steady but modest growth. We're a built-out city of 100,000 people, and we're not prepared to welcome all the residents who want to flee New York, but we have had strategic, targeted outreach to businesses, to job creators, innovators, and entrepreneurs who want to move their corporate headquarters and join our robust ecosystem.
Is this primarily from New York and New Jersey? Do you think that the election of Mamdani is going to accelerate this?
I do think it's going to accelerate it. And it's not just New York and Jersey. We had a targeted campaign called NY to Boca. We launched a website, nytoboca.com, got thousands of views within the first few weeks. And they were from 10 states and actually several other countries as well. People understand that Boca Raton's got the best of everything. We're 100,000 people in South Florida, in President Trump's home county, close to Mar-a-Lago. But aside from that, we've got a great business ecosystem, high quality of life, the lowest property tax rate of any full service city. And like so many other cities, we govern effectively by keeping services efficient. We don't have DEI, we don't have ESG. We focus on getting the services there and invest heavily in public safety.
Yeah. So what would be your greatest selling point if you're talking to somebody who's in New York right now and they're saying, I'm not sure I want to live under a defund the police regime. I'm not sure I want my taxes to go up exponentially. I run a business here and I'm looking to get out.
Several pitches. First, no state or income tax. Contrast that to the nearly 17% that you're going to be facing under Mamdani. We have Class A office here, 30% lower operating costs, great talent with 3 universities, including the Tier 1 Research University in Florida Atlantic University. Great schools, great quality of life, great weather. We did not shut down during COVID, and we did not penalize businesses. We welcome them.
You know, I got to assume that there's plenty of Cubans, at least in the greater southern Florida area, and I know that there's probably many that are your constituents, and they know full well what communism brings to a once prosperous land. Can you speak to them?
Sure. We don't have this high of Cuban population in Boca Raton. We're about 30 miles north of Miami, but we have a broad base of people who fled communism and fled socialism, whether it was Eastern Europe, Cuba, or other South American nations. And they understand we are here to create a vibrant microcosm of what America should be. Strong in public safety, great schools and quality of life, propelling business, and letting people be free from the overregulation of government. A year ago today, we elected President Trump. And if we're seeing what happened in New York and a few states, just think about the catastrophe the nation and world would be facing if we hadn't won that election.